Well, as you can see, while I was cutting around that four-way leader the way it was, looks like the last person to attempt to prune that tree and trim it up with look almost, I don't know if that's a old apple tree trimming saw or if that's just an old Chizo version from back in the 60s or something, maybe the 50s, of an old miter saw from those old miter box stands that the old timers used to use for cutting up moldings and stuff in houses, for cutting all their miters and stuff. But could be one or the other, I don't know. But it grew in there pretty good, so I'll have to do some surgery to use the rest of that wood there. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Mt.Tammany Ridge channel. I'm up here in the garage and kind of tuning up the chain on the 572. I had brought you guys down to the wood yard for a little bit there after work before the sun was going down. Kind of was racing it for sure. I've been thinking about goofing around with this saw all day while I was at work, and I finally got to play with it some. Now the footage that you're going to see is me bucking up that apple tree that I pulled out of our upper part of the yard here, geez, probably 2 months back now. And went down there, bucked all that up, stacked what I thought might be useful. And then there's some stuff, unfortunately, that's either rotten or punky. So I'm gonna have to call my buddy over from next door, have him come down, take a look at it, see if he thinks it's worth doing anything with. If not, I just gotta pitch it in the compost pile. But that'd be a real shame if it was not usable. But anywho, so yeah, not too long after I had gotten through that apple tree, you had seen I had cut around the four-way leader in that tree because there was a saw of some sort. It looked like an old miter box saw, you know, from the ones your granddad used to use. Or it could have been an arborist saw. It had some cast aluminum handle on it or something. But yeah, so shortly after that, I'd say probably 15, 20 minutes after that, I had sunk the bar into a big log round from that mystery tree that I've been slowly processing. And unfortunately, I found something in it. I'm not sure what. Who knows? It is in the straight part of the trunk, or what was the straight part of the trunk. So I imagine probably a nail or something. And it's probably, I'd say, almost halfway down. So almost close to the heartwood, you know, the pith, so to speak. So whatever it is was put, you know, on the tree or around the tree or something early on in that tree's life. So, but anywho, enough about that. Um, so yesterday was my day off, and I had decided then was the time on my day off to swing down to to our local Husqvarna dealer, and they're a certified shop too. I mean, they're a certified service location for Husqvarna, and which is pretty awesome because you know they carry the real stuff there, and they know how to service it well. And I went through their 5-star. Well, I went through all their 5-star reviews from happy customers, and you know, I'm going to give them a bit of a shout out. I just I don't want to get too specific yet. I have to talk to the owner and make sure he wants one because he seems to be doing pretty darn good on himself. So, anywho, so yeah, love this saw. Absolutely, a completely different animal. There is very, very, very clear difference between this 572 and my my Rancher 460. Not to say that that 460 over there behind the camera there is not a worthy saw. That thing has bucked up a lot of wood, and it doesn't owe me a dime. That thing is fantastic, and the truth is, there's nothing wrong with the saw. I just I anticipate in the future that I will be processing, bigger diameter wood, and just for ease of processing, I want to be able to get a saw that has, one, more power, obviously, and two, along with that power, the ability to run a longer bar. So they gave me full chisel on the saw right off the shelf, and also a spare. Looks like a Carlton. I don't know much about these other brands or anything like that, but it's all full chisel. It's a 3/8 chain, and yeah, it was a lot of fun running this thing into the wood. I haven't I put it into a little bit of ash after I had hit the whatever it was that I hit in that log round when I was trying to noodle it down, and it was really crazy. Chris from up there in the wood yard, uh, he's got several 572s, and he's got a lot of cords, I'll say, through his 572s and a couple other saws as well. But he had said that the power of this saw, and others, I imagine the 500i is very much the same, where you can nick something, whether it be gravel or some dirt or even a little bit of metal in the tree, and it just keeps eating. I've never felt that before with my 460. If I did that with that thing, it pretty much, you have to be very, very patient person to wait for that saw to eat its way the rest of the way through that tree. But this thing is like, nah, I'm good. Now that mystery tree, whether it is oak or it isn't oak, it's very similar to oak, except the sapwood seems to be tremendously resilient to chains, on chainsaws specifically. So, but yeah, this thing likes to eat. It likes to eat through the wood, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Soon, hopefully, I will be getting a 32-inch bar. I believe that's the max on this saw. I haven't really done all the research there, but I'm pretty sure it is. But we'll have to see. I'll have to look a little more. If any of you guys know the answer to that, leave a comment down below, and I'll look into it. But yeah, this thing's going to be a lot of fun. Clearly, you're going to see it all the time in my videos. And no offense to you there, 460. You'll have your reasons and your purposes, because I have no intentions of just letting that thing sit and collect dust. Of course, I imagine none of you had those intentions either, and you just kind of, you get your favorite saw and you cling on to it, use it all the time. But anywho, I'm going to end the video here. I was just trying to do a little bit of a short video. You can always count on me yammering endlessly to make the video unnecessarily long. So I will end this verbal assault now, and I'll let you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you next week with the next video. I hope you guys have a good time. If you like this content, if you could, hit that like button, subscribe, maybe share with some of your friends that might be interested in this content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night.